Hey everyone, Johnny Boy here, and welcome back to the Rune Factory 4 Special Level 1 walkthrough. In today's episode, we're going to be doing some story, but before that, we're going to go back to Leon Karnak and talk about something I forgot about, and I'm going to be showing you guys some things you can get only by talking to certain people at certain times. So, with that out of the way, let's get started. So, I did everything that I wanted to do in Leon Karnak, except for one thing. We've talked about this before, but if you hit something called I believe it's called Mineral Chip Squeaks, they drop something called 2-fold steel and 10-fold steel. These are really good forging items, but... oh, I have rosary on. Anyway, these are really good items, but it's a bit hard to farm them unless you have a certain weapon type, because they have 5 HP in total. So, I believe it's 5 HP anyway. We're going to be running back in and out, and there's a certain characteristic on them that I forgot to point out that you can see. Let me just point out a regular one. So, you see that one right there? That's a mineral chip squeak. How can I tell? Its tint is a little bit different, and the shape on its back, you can see how these guys have like lines running down their back. These guys don't. They have like an X or a plus on their back. That's an easier way to tell. Also, since I'm only doing 1 HP in attack, they'll drop 4. This is a really good way to farm what you're looking for. Let's see if I got lucky. Okay, double steel, double steel, double steel, double steel. Just double steels today. That's fine. I already have a couple of 10-folds, so it's not that bad. Ideally, I'd like to get a level 10 or 2 out of this. At least from 10-fold steels. That would be very nice for me. So I'm going to do this maybe 1 or 2 more times. See if I get anything out of it. Ding. Oh. Sometimes you're a little too fast on the trigger. Oh. This is what I'm talking about. It just ran away from a chest and a mineral squeak. Double. Okay, so we got 1 10-fold steel out of, I think, 4 farms. So let's see what we got. No level 10s from here. Level 2 from there. That's not great. But you know what? A 10-fold steel is better than not having a 10-fold steel. So now we're going to go back to town. So, the only way to start Arc 2, in case you didn't know this, is to walk up to Ventis Will and say, "How have you been?" If you just say, "I came to talk," she'll give you generic dialogue. So, we're going to click this in just a second, but before I do, you should probably make sure you have everything that you need and everything that you want to do before starting Arc 2, because some things will happen and certain things will be blocked off from you until you complete Arc 2, and maybe even Arc 3. Like, spoiler alert, you might want to skip this if you haven't played the game yet, but let's just say maybe if Ventis Well isn't up to level 5, you might want to consider talking to her until she is. So that way you can complete the Eliza request for everybody being heart value of 5 or higher. Let's see, everybody's 5 or higher. Do I have everybody at 5 or higher? I think I'm missing a couple. Oh, by the way, for that specific request, Barrett and Raven, they don't count. So, you can get everybody else to level 5 or higher. Oh, I guess Doug wouldn't count either. Well, maybe he does, but not at this point. A little bit later in the story, you can get his friendship value higher, but for now, Doug hates your guts. So, you gotta wait a little bit longer for him to love you. So, we've done pretty much everything that I wanted to do at this point, because in order to finish my farming exploits, I need to get to Schirzo Hill so I can get some more seeds. Other than that, we've pretty much done everything we wanted to do, except for... I suppose I could have tamed a couple of bosses just to show that off, but that's fine. Maybe I'll take care of that later. So, let's go ahead and progress the story. I can't say that I've fully recovered, but I do feel much better now. I'm glad to hear that. You know... Whee! I don't even hear a coherent sentence from that, I just hear like screeching. Pico, what's the matter? What's the matter? How could you ask that? What's the matter with you? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? It's about Dolly. How much longer are you planning to leave her like that? Give her back her memory. Huh? Lest? Don't lie there like that, or you're gonna catch your death of cold. You're the one who shoved me down there. Huh? I do agree with Pico, though. There's no need to block the Guardian's memory anymore. But there's no need to bring him back, either. What are you saying? There is a need, or else I wouldn't be here right now, now would I? So hurry it up. Return her memory. But if I do that, is there a reason you want to keep it buried? Not especially, though I can't exactly say for sure that there isn't one. What kind of withy-wathy? What kind of withy-wathy nonsense is that? You think it's better that she stays in the dark forever? It's only memories relating to me, though. It's not like there's anything essential I'm keeping sealed away. You bonehead! Huh? I don't know what you're worried about, but you thought it was the right thing to do, right? And that's why you did it, but things are different now. Why can't you just be more confident? Why can't you trust him? This is so frustrating. I bet you're worried about something stupid. Like how angry she'll get with you over erasing her memories. Am I right? Oh my. That's just pathetic. Well, no excuses. Just give her back her memories and let her get mad at you. Not like you don't deserve it. Give me a second. No waffling around. How many times do I have to... Last, will you call the three of them here? I'm glad we're on the same page. Finally, everything should go back to normal now. For Dolly and for you too, then. Pico. Da-da. Venti? I'm sorry for everything you've all gone through on my account. Ven. You've grown. You think? She looks the same to me. I think she has. She seems more dignified. None of you have changed at all. But... why was it I'd forgotten about you? You were such a dear friend to me. That's... my fault. I'd taken away all your memories of your time with me. I'm sorry. Why would you do that? I was just concerned that you all might try to become guardians again. For me. Leaving me all alone again. I know you sacrificed yourselves for me, but I didn't want to see you do that again. I couldn't bear it. Venti, you... I know I'm being selfish. You all became guardians for me, but I want you to imagine that your best friend whom you've always been with, the one you've always turned to, suddenly disappeared one day. How would that make you feel? The first day, you'd just be bummed. It would be one of those days. The second and third days, you'd really start to miss them. After 4 days, you'd begin to worry that something bad might have happened, and then it wouldn't be much longer before you realized that your friend wasn't coming back. No matter how good you may feel physically, you no longer have your best friend by your side to share that happiness with you. Hopeless and alone, you think to yourself, I'm so lonely. Why aren't my friends here to comfort me? And then you'd remember again that it's your own fault That you're only alive because of the sacrifices your friends made for you. The realization hits you like a ton of bricks, yet you're powerless to do anything about it. Venti. But that's why. I'm actually kind of glad. I'm glad I could finally say all this out loud, and I'm glad I could finally get an opportunity to apologize to you. I'm sorry. Why? Why are you apologizing? I've always wanted to apologize to you all. I've made you sacrifice your own lives for me. Words can't describe how much I've regretted allowing that to happen. I'm so very, very sorry. Why are you blaming yourself for that? I just did what I wanted to do. It was my choice to make. Nothing for you to concern yourself with. But I feel the same way. I didn't care what happened to me as long as you were okay, Ven. You say that, but look. I don't know how the other two related to you, but it's clear that we all feel the same way. We did it for you, and you didn't make us do it. We did it because we wanted to. That's why, as long as you're alive, we're happy. That's all the gratitude we'd ever needed. Well, I had to be alone the whole time, so I wasn't exactly thrilled about it. You don't count, because you can wait forever if you need to. But I know that you feel sorry deep down. I can see it in your... you're stretching my face! It's remarkable. None of you have changed. Not one bit. Thank you. But sacrificing yourself to save others might sound noble in theory, but those who are left behind have to deal with your loss. And though I swore to myself that I'd never allow such an act to be done again in my name, I was about to make Les do the same thing. Are you glad I didn't listen to you? In the end, yes, but if I had some power left, I would have swallowed a troublemaker like you whole. Start from the head, please. I prefer eating from the tail. I'm really glad to see how things worked out for you, though. Huh? You were able to see Amber and all the other friends again. And it has to be wonderful. That's true. And it's all thanks to you. Huh? Oh, nothing. I said nothing. Nothing, huh? I was a bit surprised, though, I must admit. About what? How you were talking to everybody so naturally, so casually. I guess I'm just not used to it. Not used to it toward anyone but me, anyway. That's true. Venti? Why don't you start opening up to everybody else in town, too? Now that we have the rune spheres, there's no need to worry about them becoming guardians. But, this is a sensitive issue. Why? I've been acting this way for a long time, and you know, a sort of system has developed. It's like a tradition. It's who I am to them. Trying to change that now would only cause confusion. Excuse me. Oh, hi, Blossom. Hello, Lest. Having a conversation with Lady Ventiswil. I came to see how Venti's doing. Ah, is that so? She had been sick for quite a long time, hadn't she? This might be a great opportunity. Hey, how about giving it a shot? What are you giving what a shot? Trying to talk to Blossom the same way you've been talking to me and the others. What? Is something the matter? Nothing at all. Are you here for an audience? That's right. It is not a strain on your body to come all this way. Please don't worry. It's one of the few pleasures I'm allowed this old woman. I butchered that sentence. I see. Very well, then, to your house, Miss Blossom. Oh, come now. I don't deserve such attention from a divine being as yourself. Fancy. Is there something further you wish to discuss? You must be busy as well. Why don't you run along and continue the tasks you've been assigned? Really? How do I get through to her? What's wrong? Oh, Leon. Did something happen? Well, I want Venti to have a better relationship with the people of this town. It doesn't seem like she's having any problems getting along with the others, though. That's true, but you see... Ah, you just stood there and you didn't say anything. I don't know what's going on. I think I understand. So that's your concern then. Yeah. I believe I've seen just what you're talking about. And Venti did seem to be acting a bit strange, now that you mention it. Perhaps the best approach here would be to shift your focus. Huh? Think about it. If you're talking to Venti doesn't help, why not try changing everybody else's perception of her? Venti is easily influenced, after all. Oh. That's a good idea. Thank you very much. No problem. Anyway, I'd like to thank you too, for being her friend. Leon, will you continue to stay by her side? Of course. One more thing. You should always entertain me too while you're at it. Okay. Wait, what? See ya. Hi, Venti. Oh, it's you. I've been having countless visitors, but why? What's going on? Well, I called everyone and convinced them all to come see you. What? How could you do that? And show up before me looking so innocent? Relax, relax. You look like you're having fun, aren't you? Fine. If you insist, I'll say no more. If you insist on being a troublemaker, I'll just... I guess I'll just have to grant your wish and eat you up. Huh? Why? Jesus, you just took a bite out of me. Alrighty. Now that we've taken care of that scene in particular, we're gonna sleep. And I believe it's either a week or a couple of endgame days that you need to wait to progress the story again. So, I'm gonna do some daily tasks, such as water my eggplants. And I guess I'll be right back. You want a hot tip on how to make your significant other happy? You chuck an egg. Okay, how about today? Aha! Today's the day. What the... Who's there? That voice means I need to pull out my sword. I think the gloves might be overkill. Let's just stick with this. Okay. This is the scene I was talking about. After the scene gets out and you get into combat, you need to talk to Forte. I'll show you why in a minute. Ugh. If you're looking to start something from the shadows, you could have... You've come to the wrong place. Game's over. Your only choice now is to surrender. Huh? You think we're that easy? What? Too bad for you. We have a secret weapon. Now, do it! Hey, I'm talking to you. Huh? What do you mean, huh? We sent you to spy on these people for a reason, you know. What? Man, stay focused. Whatever. Let's just get this over with. Doug? Stop talking nonsense. Granny Blossom. There's no way that my dog would do such a thing. Who are you? Stay back, Granny. No, how could I? Why should I? Listen, that boy may look rough, but he's really a very sweet child. Although he complains like you wouldn't believe, he always helps out at my store. And you're saying he's a spy for your nasty little empire? Who's going to believe a silly story like that? Granny, he's right. It's all a lie, an act. Come on, dog, back me up here. Say something, damn it. That's... You must have come up with this ludicrous scheme on the spot to turn us against each other. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, you slimy coward. You've crossed a line, you old bag! What? Stop! Ugh. Doug! No. Doug, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Well, what about Granny Blossom? Don't worry about me. Thank goodness. Moron. Your actions are unforgivable. Huh? You're Les, right? Finally found you. Why do you know my name? Remember the guy who dropped you from the airship? I'm his boss. He's long gone, though. Useless idiot he was. I'm surprised you're still alive, falling from that high up. Had you given me the rune spear back then, well, I guess it's all the same now, really. What are you... Before I get to that, though, let me deal with him first. Hey, you. What the hell do you think you're doing? Damn. Why is this... That's my lie. What are you thinking? Why are you protecting the enemy? Ventus will killed your parents, remember? Were you trying to take your revenge for their deaths? That's... Maybe you've come to realize that it was actually us that killed your tribe. What? You didn't know? I figured that's the only reason you'd betray us. What do you mean? Huh? That's exactly as I said. It wasn't Ventuswell that killed your parents. It was a Zex. Zex. It's a very confusing name. How... Listen, we're gonna pretend that I said that word right. Why? How would I know? Must be something like refusing the Empire's orders. That's my guess anyway. Which means you'll be seeing your parents real soon. No way. Stop! I like that. I can't get enough of it, in fact. After all, I do have unfinished business with you, so this is just a wonderful opportunity. What? My mission is to get rid of all of you annoying Earthmates, so you'd best say your prayers because your number's up. Over my dead body. That's probably accurate. You're probably going to get your butt kicked here. Honey. I'm sorry. Had I bet a better night. But I won't let anyone get hurt again. I see. I wonder if you'll be able to handle the likes of me, though. You think you're good enough to face my sword? Quite the confident one, huh? Well, I might not look too intimidating right now, but... Well, surprises should be saved until the end, don't you think? Are you going to start saying that my dearest is a spy now? This scene plays a whole lot differently if you're dating Forte. This time it's nothing so trite. No, it's something much simpler than that. Simply put, I'm stronger than you, because I now have the power of rune spears. What? That's right. We've collected all the rune spears you placed. What? This is great! I can feel the overflowing power of the runes. Oh yeah, now that we've stolen the rune spheres, lovely Ventuswell must be sound asleep, down to her last sad gasp. Without that, Venti will... You... I'll bet you're sad. I'll bet you're frustrated. Don't worry, though. With the power of Rune Sphere, Omnicate! How funny would it have been if you'd, like, turned into a sheep here? I can release you all from your sadness. Ether Link! I can send you to the great beyond. Let me warn you that I have no intention of going easy on you. What was that? A person and a dragon. And I thought only Earthknaves can use the Omni-Gate. There's no time to waste. Blossom! Oh, what is it? Move somewhere safe with Doug. Okay. Granny Blossom, hold on to me. What are you saying? With all those injuries, just listen to me. This is the least that I can do. Doug. Lest forte. Sorry, I'll have to leave the rest to you. Don't worry, we can handle it. You can count on us. How horrifying. Dearest, this monster is dangerous. I'll fight too. Then we fight together. I won't let him do anything to you or this town. That's right. Okay. Now from this point on, go to talk to her. What's wrong? Talk. If you don't have a weapon, please use this. She just gave us a sea cutter. 184 attack, 3 magic attack, and 12 dizzy. If you by some miracle beat the game, beat the first arc with, say, I don't know, something a little bit weaker than that, this is a pretty nice weapon to get, especially if you use longswords. So I'm just going to put that away and take it down in a couple of strikes. There. Damn it! I'll get you for this. Where is he? He ran away. Did he? I'm sorry, Lest. Seems like I've been deceived this whole time. Blaming Ventiswell for what happened to my family. And dragging you into it, too. Doug. The hell's wrong with me? Doug. Lest, let's go see Ventiswell. Huh? They've stolen the rune spheres, right? Then... Doug? Are you okay? I'm fine. But we have to go see her, and I want to apologize. Alright. But before we do, get some rest. But I'm sure Venti's not mad at you, although seeing you in this condition would probably upset her. I'll take Doug to the clinic. Blossom, you know I'll scold you all you want later. It's much more important that you let your body rest now. Come on, let's go. I'm sorry. Dearest, I'll go check the town first. I think Lady Ventiswell would scold me if I didn't. Okay. And I must report to Mr. Volcanon about Doug. We must find out what the Sex Empire is up to. But I think the most important thing is that despite what he thought, he still tried to save the town. Honey, I'm going now. Please take care of Lady Ventiswell. I should hurry back to Venti's place. Oh, I'll take care of her, alright. Switch most powerful gear on. Oh, hey, Venti! Lest, are you alright? Do I look alright to you? If so, you must have a problem with your eyes. Unless you have enough energy to say that. I heard a lot of commotion outside. What's going on? Well, a soldier from the Zex Empire came to attack the town. What? But it's okay. We drove him out. I see. I'm sorry. Had I been better... No, Venti, you don't understand. You're feeling the way you do because of them. What do you mean? The Sex have stolen the rune spheres. I don't know why they did it, but they're using the power of rune spheres for something big. Rune spheres have a strong energy in them, strong enough to restore the power of a native dragon like me. If they try to abuse that energy... Venti? I'm alright. Or at least I wish I were. You can't move without the rune spheres, can you? Unfortunately, no. If they abuse the power of the rune spheres, Who knows what could happen. Okay. Are you going? Yep. I have to get back the rune spheres. But if something happens to you, I'll be alright. You should worry about yourself. Lest. You're a strong individual. Thank you. You're freaking me out, Venti. I'm not used to seeing you so amenable. Are you being sarcastic? Yep. You. It's a joke. Come on, let's see that smile of yours. Venti, get better soon, okay? Otherwise, who am I supposed to quarrel with? I know. Okay. I'm going to rest for a while to conserve my energy. I'll try to get back the rune spirits as soon as possible. So, please. I trust you, Les. Leave it to me. You have my word. I will save you no matter what. The problem is figuring out where the Zeks are. It's about the Zeks Empire. Maybe Doug would know. I should go to the clinic. Okay, once we talk to Doug, we'll have access to Schirzo Hill. And then from there, we'll talk about... there's a couple of places I could go there. There's a dungeon that we can go to. I need to go get some Why did I sleep? Oh god, tornado! Oh, this is bad. This is actually pretty bad. Actually, you know what? I've lost the will to care. It's actually not that big of a deal that my field's destroyed. Not really, anyway. I'm rich enough to just quickly build it back up. But anyway, now that I've healed up, let's save it. And let's go talk to Doug. Once we get to Schirzo Hill, I think I'll get the crystal seeds and check if I can go to the dungeon. I don't know if that was today or not. Lady? What are you fiddling with? Wait, this isn't the scene, is it? Arthur? Blessed. What are you doing here? I heard about what happened. If it's the Zeks we're dealing with, it's not only a problem for the town. That's true. Although that's only half the reason I've come. Huh? How can I stay calm when a friend's been injured? Oh, wait. I didn't mean to take a screenshot there. Let me show you guys something. I actually forgot about this. So, we're going to reload the save. Thankfully, I just saved, so it's not that big of a deal. I did just save, right? Oh, how sad would that be if I forgot to save? Okay, we're good. So, what we're going to do is kill some time until we're able to talk to Dillis specifically. We're going to go to Dillis and we're going to bring him into that event. It'll have some extra dialogue that'll show off. Okay, let's see if I can bring him with me. Okay, good. So, you okay? Okay, there you go. So, I think I've said this before, but if you take certain villagers with you into certain scenes, you'll get some extra dialogue. In this scene in particular, after we're finished talking with Arthur, I think for the sake of this conversation, I'm going to skip a little bit of the story. How sweet of you to come, Dillis, thank you. Yeah, this is it right here. She's directly addressing Dillis. This does not happen if you don't bring him with you. And it's not what you think. I just wanted to see Doug's face all swollen up. Why is he here? You look better than I thought. Do I now? And that's the end of that scene right there. So, you wouldn't have got that at all if you didn't bring him with you. That kind of feature is pretty cool. And that right there. Don't try to show off too much. So, I'm just going to skip this scene. We'll continue all the others for now, but I just wanted to show off that little thing right there. And now he's told us that we need to go to Schirzo Hill. Dillis says, I guess I gotta tag along. No, you don't, loser. let's build up here. I'm just kidding, you're not a loser. You're like third best villager. Anyway. But now it's time for me to stop beating around the bush because, well, I guess Vishnu will take care of that for me. He's about to beat these bushes. This is south of the water ruins, right? Should be around here somewhere. Where could it be, though? I can't seem to find it anywhere. What should I do? Leave it to me. I'll get rid of those pesky trees. That is the mission to which I've been assigned. Ha! You should be good to go now. I saw Mr. Volcanon do the same thing you just did. Is that something all butlers are trained for? So it required little effort on my part. Well, I wish that were the case. At any rate, in point of fact, Volcanon actually instructed me on how to do it. At any rate, my work here is done. Okay, time to go. You know, earlier when I was getting ready to do that cutscene with Vishnu and Doug, I actually got a dating scenario scene with, what is her name? With Dolce. And it made me remember, if anybody remembers a Harvest Moon 64 game, it had an interesting system to where if you didn't marry villager girls at a certain time, villager boys would date and marry certain girls. And I thought that was a really cool mechanic, and I don't think I've ever seen that in another Harvest Moon game. But it'd be pretty interesting if they had some kind of a system like that for the next Rune Factory or the next Harvest Moon. Oh god! Ah! Shoot! I forgot about you! Shoot! Frick! Dang it, I kinda wanted to tame you, frick! This is Typhoon. He only comes out, well, in a typhoon. I might actually die. He might beat me up. Wait. Why am I fighting you? If I want to tame him, I can just go back and get the materials. That's what we're gonna do. Let's just grab a bunch of those. Why not? Time to pull out the love stick. Wabam! I think I unlocked Schirzo Hill now. So let's just teleport. Springfield. Let's hope that it didn't despawn him. Okay, good. Da-da-da. 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 Please don't hurt me. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. Ow. I'm gonna beat him up a few times. Please stop critting me, sir. I can have all the defense in the world, but those crits will go right through it. Ow. Ow. Okay, now let's try brushing this demon, because that seems like a smart idea. You know that dark spell that he's using right there? Why isn't that a spell? That looks freaking cool. Ow. 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 Jesus, he's got a high crit rate. Ow. Stop dizzying me! Okay, he's finally done. So now I can start working on taming him. So normally I wouldn't mind defeating these guys because they give you melee apples on death. But I actually want to tame just one because they're a really powerful monster. Ah! There we go. Breeze. It's a shame I can't add an FA before it. Febreze. What do we call you? We'll go with this for now. Akuma. Dang it. Okay, good. It saves. Welcome to the squad, Akuma. Okay, so let's take a look at his base stats right now. Also, I don't know why the music isn't going away. So, he is level 157, has 22,000 HP, 1,800 attack damage, and 800 magic. This guy, if you train him up, he can be pretty disgusting. Kind of looks like a weird Mewtwo. It's a shame I can't get him to do the little dark magic balls that he was doing during the fight. Well, he'll do it on his own, but he won't let me do it. In this area, if you fish, I believe you get certain rare fishes, like, what was it called? Sand something. But that's neither here or there. I'm not really doing fishing for this run. Down here, we have Stardust Upper. And to the left here is what we need. These trees produce crystal seeds. Today, we happen to get green crystals. Another day, we can get blue, red, or white. I believe for the mission and the Eliza quest, we're going to need blue. So that one, unfortunately, isn't going to help me out too much. Let's look around and see what's available to us right now. So trees will be blocking certain routes on certain days, like it can't go down here, even though it looks like I should be able to. So let's take a look around and see what we can do. We can go over here. Can we go right? Nope. Can we go down? Nope. How about left? Let's see, what was this building? Mushrooms. Number of treasures you collected is 94. I think he'll tell you if you've completed all of the treasure gathering. But at any rate, I wonder if this is a place Doug was talking about. Lord Ethelbert, such a slave driver. Yeah. But we might actually succeed this time, don't you think? So let's keep giving it our all. Yeah, you're right. I just wish we were stationed someplace nicer, though. No kidding. This place kind of makes you feel like you're going nuts. Well, we're almost there. We just have to hang in there a little bit longer. Yep. It's the final herder. Herder. Gotta say, too, that rune spear thing's pretty fascinating. Did he just say rune spear? So this is it. Come on, Venti, hang in there. Okay, so we're going to finish up exploring the areas that we can, and then we'll call it an episode. This area right here looks really special, but you can't do anything here unless you're dating Leon. So keep that in mind. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to save it. And I'm going to go back to the Springfield. Now I'm going to check what's available for us this day. After grabbing the seed. This is one of my more favorite overworld themes. Green seeds again. Okay, now the downward path is available for us, so we can go right. Get this treasure, and it's a silver staff, which is completely useless to us because we can make something way better. We can also go down. And if we had water shoes, we'd be able to... I don't want to brush the orb. If we had water shoes, we would be able to access a secret treasure area on the map, as well as a few other places, but we don't right now. I'll have to show that off later when I'm gonna make the shoes. Or maybe I could find some, luckily. Oh boy, 12,000. I'm rich. Okay, so now we have the left pass available to us. Let's see, anything to unlock? No. How about up here? Just this little pool. If you throw something specific into it, you can get a headpiece. Let's see what's available on Wednesday. Wednesday, my dude. Meta poison. Very useful. Now, unfortunately for me, it seems like I missed a deadline to get into Demon Cave. You can only get past those mushrooms in Schirzo Hill at the beginning of a month. I happen to just miss the deadline, so we're not going to be able to access it until the beginning of fall. So, now that that's out of the way, we're going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we're going to talk to a certain fairy, we're going to defeat a certain dragon, and we're going to meet the villain of this arc. So, as always, until next time, see you later.